Weather hasn't knocked out my internet. Woot woot. Hey, Ivana. Looks like it's just going to be you and me tonight, Vanna. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Rara. Hi, Frida. Watched Life of Pi. I have not read or watched Life of Pi. You know, heard that it was very good and everything. Hey, Bimbo. You know, heard a lot of good stuff about it, but just never got around to it, and I doubt I'll ever bother. Hey, Scrapecoat. Life of Pi sort of got popular enough that I suspect I'll probably never bother watching it or reading it. Remember that movie Pi? I don't remember a movie called Pi. Life of Pi. I hadn't read it and I didn't know it'd be sad. Should watch it themselves. Life of Farts. Hey, Roxanne. Like I said, it's one of those things where it's like it became sort of popular enough that it's like, yeah, I'll read something else. Fun fact, Life of Pi put like the effects studio, the special effects studio, who worked on Life of Pi, had to close after they did that. Like they went bankrupt doing the special effects in that movie, despite how much money that movie made. The special effects team, like the special effects studio, was just completely destroyed. Which kind of sucks. This is the type of knowledge I like from you. Random trivia, yeah, it was pretty good visually. Yeah. I mean, like the visuals, like it was really like the people really liked the visuals. Like the special effects were very much praised. It was just because of weirdness regarding how the visual effects industry works, basically. Stardew Valley or GTA. I mean, depends on whether you want to do chores or to kill people. Hey, Turkey Leg. Give me a second. I'm just looking at the details on what happened to it. Where is everyone? Who knows? Next, I'm pretty sure it was. I thought it was Life of Pi that. One second. Yeah. So yeah, it's Life of Pi. The special effects studio filed for bankruptcy 3 months after the movie was released. So yeah, 3 months after Life of Pi came out, the studio, the special effects studio filed for bankruptcy. Stardew Valley is like my life. I can't be arsed with that. Indeed, free Danger Otter. Hey, color purple. Bring it up one more time. I'm just gonna fucking block you, Bushlight. Seriously. You did indeed read that wrong, Frida. Stardew is fun and cute. I mean, maybe, but it's also chores. It's all about doing chores and yeah. GTA is difficult. Yep. Among Us, Balls, Sussy, Baka, Ada, Ada. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, color purple. Glad you could make it. Make it look easy, because for me it is. Yeah. Good for you, Scapegoat. Hey, Mix. Hey, MK. Your toes are cold? Put on socks. Yeah, I was mostly saying Stardew Valley is all about doing chores, and I'm not interested in that. You're so realized right now. I would marry Abigail. Let me look up Abigail. She does seem very cute. She does seem pretty. You're married to Leia? So Leia is a farm girl. She's one of the hardworking type, huh? That doing chores, but you win when you get married. I mean, what about that is appealing to would be appealing to me, Mix? Hey, JJ. I'm not a farm girl. I'm a city Leia. I'm a city lady. Leia's nerd. She looks like a farm girl. She looks like a farmer. Taxi Cab Confessions. I think I sort of vaguely heard of it. Emily? Emily seems pretty cute. She's a woodcarver. Oh, she's kind of like, yeah, she absolutely looks like a farm girl. Oh, whatever. I'm not interested in marriage. I almost married Emily, but Leia is more down to earth. Leia puts in work on the farm for sure. She'll fix fences and water the crops and feed the animals sometimes. Emily wouldn't put up with my bollocks. Indeed. I married the girl with all the crystals. She's annoying AF. Aren't interested in getting married? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care enough to get married. Emily doesn't put up with Clint. I hate what she did with the yard. Should I just retell this stream to come talk about Stardew Valley? And then I can just do my own thing while everybody in the chat talks about Stardew Valley. Third Stardew Valley Bachelorette. I think comic book is too preoccupied with marriage. Stardew Valley stream? Probably. Oh, hey, Jenna. No worries. We're just talking about Stardew Valley, apparently. Everybody loves Stardew. Everybody's talking about their Stardew Valley waifus. I should never say that word again. Hey, Jordan. I've never played Stardew, and I don't really want to. Hey, Jezebel. Been a while. It's going okay. Work's going okay. Hey, Sarah Blue. Future waifu? No. You want to play co-op? It's on Switch, isn't it? Sarah Blue. So I haven't actually had to take any calls at my new job yet. We haven't been doing calls yet. Stardew Valley is apparently on Steam as well. There's Comic Book. All I'm gonna say, Scapegoat, is it's not my house. It's not my basement. Do you eat ice cream in winter? Not lately. Hey, Blumpy. Shukatha Brooketh isn't here. Yeah, so I haven't had to take any calls yet at the current place, but in general, I keep my calm by just like sort of tuning them out for the most part, honestly. Like often whenever people are like, whenever I've, previous jobs and people have been yelling at me, I just sort of like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Rick has rabies, but she's on the mend. And here I thought that it was 100% fatal. 80 degrees here, and we're expecting a tornado. No tornado here, but we did get really bad rainstorm today. Roleplay calls, not yet danger hour. How was work today? That was okay. You did it. I mean, I don't take it personally. It's not about me. It's nothing to do with me. And I'm apathetic. I don't really give a shit what they think of me. Like I said, I've said it before, like the calls that I found hard were, the people I liked. The people that I wanted to help. What's learning? Pretty much, Rita. Hey, Valley. Hey, Dandy. Good to see you. People always miss you when you're not here, Dandy. I will not be seeing the Mario movie. Shall I dial up? Oh, seems pretty fine for me. Yeah, we had weather today was really bad here in Ontario. Like we had really severe storm. Like at one point the house shook. You know, like I heard some thunder and the house shook. Appreciate actual Italian's voice acting. Yeah. No Stardew Valley stream. First call I ever took working the phones. The guy told me I was so nice and he felt like we were friends. Aw. That's nice. First call I ever took was 3 fucking hours long. Yeah. Literally first day of the phones, first call I took, 3 hours. Something had like for some reason, no idea how it happened. So like customer, was having problems with their phone, weren't able to, they weren't able to make calls. I called up my help desk. They said, oh, I'm out of ideas. Call tech. Called up tech, and so somehow, like this is way back, AT&T Mobility. There's like this thing on each customer's profile. Hey, bacon. There's this weird thing on everybody's profile. That's just like a minor little thing. Somehow it got duplicated, which was one of those things that was not supposed to happen. Not supposed to be able to happen. Like that's not like it was impossible for that to happen, and yet somehow it happened. I called up tech, and he's like, "I have never seen this before." And tech support had to call their tech support. Literally, they had to call up their next level of support. What they ended up needing to do was basically just delete the customer's entire account and rebuild it from scratch. They had to rebuild the customer's entire profile from scratch. It was that big a fuck up. It was weird. So every couple of minutes I'm going back to the customer like, hey, just I'm still on with my tech support. They're still working on it. Exactly, Jenna. Do a review for the Mario movie. Okay, here's my review. Play Mario games. Barbie movie? No, but it does look fun. The Barbie movie does look fun, I will admit. I'm not going to go watch it, but it does look very fun. I was given the runaround on the phone for 6 hours. Oof, I had a nervous breakdown. Yeah, it sucks when that happens. So excited to see Barbie. Hey, Killface. Like I said, it does look like it'll be fun. I know. I saw Jordan. Not yet. Jezebel, I haven't cooked yet. Zach, only my Thursday. I do still have to work Friday and Monday. I think I'm getting the holiday pay though, so putting my Halloween costume now before I have to rush. Should I go as Big Ang or Jennifer Coolidge? I don't know who Big Ang is. Passover? Nope. Mob Wives? Eh. She had huge knockers, but she's dead. Are those two things related? Big Ang is from Avatar, but like really big. Easter egg hunt? No. I will not be doing any Easter stuff. No Easter egg stuff. No JJ. Jerk. I should block you just for that one. I mean, it's a little early to tell if I like it. It's not too tough so far. $20 if I put on bunny ears and a tutu? Hell no. I'd have to go get the bunny ears and tutu. Stuffed animals? Yeah, I've got a stuffed seal that I sleep with. Say Angie, drop the IE. I thought that's what I was saying, Killface. Kid Rock shoots Bud Light cans after trans. Kid Rock is 52 fucking years old. Like, the fact that he's 50 fucking 2, still going around calling himself Kid Rock. Like, fuck off. You're middle-aged man Rock. Specifically for middle-aged men as well. J-Dot has not been in yet. Lowest common denominator BS. It very much is. Not so much disdain for Kid. First of all, because he sucks. He's always sucked. From the first time I heard that fucking Bawa to Ba, I was like, this guy sucks. We don't know if Comic Brook is okay. So, like, Kid Rock sucks enough that it's always okay to make fun of him. Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible music. Plus, he's an asshole. The dude's just an asshole in real life as well. My best friend's favorite band is Nickelback, and you don't see me raging. But Nickelback is at least, like, Nickelback at least seems to be, like, cool guys. Like, nice guys. Like, Nickelback, at the very least, they seem to be genuinely nice guys. And, like, they've got a sense of humor about the memes about them. So they at least seem like nice guys. But fucking Kid Rock, he's just an ass. He's just a jackass. Ever put on the puddle of mud? Oh, what was that song Puddle of Mud did? Didn't Avril marry the guy from Nickelback? She did. Was they sing the Undertaker song? I don't know. I have no idea. Shit, what was that song that Puddle of Mud did? That like big puddle, that like their one big hit. I'm blanking on it. Because I know they did have one song that was like super big. Hey, Reed. Hi, Reed. Frida loves you very much. And that apparently is what's up. She Hates Me. I think it was She Hates Me was the song that I was thinking of. I remember that one was really big. I think that's probably the one that I was thinking of. Like she fucking hates me, right? Like she hates me. She fucking hates me. Like it's like that one. Like that's what something like that, right? Yeah, that song wasn't very good. 2016 to 2018 was a wild time on YouTube. Was there ever a time on YouTube that wasn't kind of wild? Biggest thing that happened to Puddle of Mud in like 20 years. Do you live anywhere in the world and still do my job? Uh, I mean, I'd have to live in right now. I'd have to live in Canada, just because of sort of like who I work for. I work for a Canadian company, so I do have to work in. I do have to live in Canada. Rick Steiner was transphobic. This is my surprised face. You moved in Nunavut then? Yeah. I could live in Nunavut, yeah. I wouldn't want to. Someone has to move to Nunavut. Too many polar bears? Just about. Winter ride Nunavut? I don't think I would. Um, it'd be very cold, and I suspect that the internet in Nunavut is probably not great. I suspect they probably have pretty shitty internet up there, considering they don't have people. Lots of Vince bringing the WWE again. Vince should be in fucking hell. Vince McMahon's fucking awful. Awkward real life version of Wednesday Addams. I don't think I'm that morbid or clever. Certainly not that clever. Hey, Squishy. Hey, Evie. Or cute. Yep, indeed. Gives the elderly those checks. He makes them. He makes them fucking go out there and fight for those checks. Probably still at like 98, I think. Yeah, 98 members still. I need one more. That's Ed McMahon. Who's dead? Isn't Ed McMahon? Is Ed McMahon dead, or is he still alive? I need one more member so that I can have 99 members. But a bitch ain't one. Hey, Kermit. Jenna! Thank you very much, Jenna. Congratulations to Danger Otter. I got 99 members, but a bitch ain't one. You're having subscriber issues. I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 members, but a bitch ain't one. Hey, Habibi. My membership expires, will still love me? No. As soon as that expires, you will be dead to me. Killface gifted a membership as well. Congratulations to Color Purple. Color Purple just got picked. Am I dating? Not actively. Congratulations, Color Purple, and thank you very much, Killface. Now we've got an even 100 members. For once indeed. They want a 99. Even 100 is good too. I like having 99 so I can do the 99 members, but a bitch ain't one. But an even 100 is, it's a nice even number, nice round number. You know, it's a nice round number, so that's good. I want to read a book, Aleph the Unseen. Or Aleph the Unseen. Can you recommend a review to watch? Yeah, there's probably a few good reviews of it out there. The one is kind of skinny. Yeah, you're looking for a good review of Aleph the Unseen. Yup, I read it. Seems pretty interesting. Someone DoorDash me some pizza. Do you know what ALF stands for? Um, Animals love. Okay. Anyway, we're not talking about Alf. We're talking about Aleph. Has ISIS been defeated? I don't even know. Hey, Yoshiki. Hey, Cam. Tending the bean. Book review of the Quran? Nah. I renew my membership if you can tell me 5 reasons to. Most favorite book I've ever read? Probably Pride and Prejudice. But if we're including comics, then Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly would be my favorite. Pride and Prejudice. But Forest of a Thousand Lanterns is definitely up there. Really loved Forest of a Thousand Lanterns. Copy of Pride and Prejudice in 1893 and has been covered. Nice, JJ. That's awesome. I have returned to reveal all truths, speak every lie, and to share secrets you wish you didn't know of yourself. Neat. I got spaghetti. Cool, cool. Do you ever lose control of the dawn? Never. Probably not scapegoat. We stand 2 adjacent USB ports in love. You can lose dawn control. If you're not careful. Mad dog action, whipping around, shooting everywhere. Saw MG in the comments of another YouTube video is like worlds colliding. What I had for dinner? Just microwave thing. Can you revoke memberships? I don't think I can. I don't think I'm able to. But I've never looked. Easter dinner? I mean, I imagine I'll probably go over to her place this weekend. Or she'll come over here, one or the other. I imagine I'll see her this weekend. It's called banning. Do my cooking vlogs? Aw, thanks, Anna. I'd like to get back to them, but I don't know. Can't really do a cooking vlog here. Yeah, Kermit, it's pretty much all microwave meals right now. It's I'm not comfortable cooking in the kitchen here. You thought who was staying? Thought my mom? No, my mom's not staying here. To pay for my medicine because I'm sickly and broke. Fair enough. That's totally fair, Frida. No cupcakes. I didn't mention her. I don't know. She could just. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do have stuff. I do have. I did bring stuff from the old kitchen, but it just feels weird using somebody else's kitchen. It is not Hungry Man. It's not actually lean cuisine. Seem down? No. Trying to figure out if I need to blow my nose. Hey, backrooms. Egyptian people afraid of mummies, or the dead in the murder. I think at this point that I think the average Egyptian person never thinks about mummies. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Amy. These strangers in their kitchen. It would. It's just. I mean, a lot of it is just, my own hang-ups. Pick nose and show us booger. All right, give me a minute. I do want to blow my nose. Give me a second. All right, there we go. Hey, Zero Cool. Sorry, I was blowing my nose. Jenna making out with Brooke. Jenna getting that comic pussy. Not the only thing you'll be blowing tonight. Show seal. That was work. That was okay. Give me a second. I'll go grab my my stuffed seal for Vienna. Here it is, Vanna. My stuffed seal. It's not that deep. I cuddle with it. When I go to bed, I'm just like, he is truly Sealy. He is. When I go to bed, I'm just like, no. It's soft. It's soft and like me, Sealy. I call him he's Sealy too. I call him Sealy too. What happened to the llama? Fire, probably. Sealy Posturpedic? No, like, it's a seal. Looks like a happy cat. Yep. Seals do look like happy cats. Seals are very cute. I like seals. They're so cute. Ready to get them? I forget. I ordered them online. I forget where I ordered it from. Shoplift? No, I didn't shoplift. Let's see. Hey, I'll get me off camera and just have the seal for 2 hours. Highest watched video ever. You start streaming with the seal, I'll renew my membership. Clever. No, I'm not clubbing anyone on. I'm not clubbing anyone, Natalie. Weirdo. Everything's mine. They're okay. They are what they are. See my flipper? But never having to remember to blow out the ball into the mouse, blowing cartridges, blowing the back of the console table, blowing at the desk from the desk fan. Kids today, the only kids today just worry about blowing their backs. What is my favorite animal? Cats. I like cats. Oh, another time filming Vanna. Is like Sunday, I think, that I recorded, or a couple days ago. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was I recorded my Aleph video a few days ago. I do not, Habibi. Which is whatever. I mean, t-shirts. I just wear t-shirts to work, and it's the work from home thing. It's that's. I don't need to look fancy. No, the seal does not have a hole, Natalie, you pervert. Hey, Josie. Would seal or veal taste better? I mean, it probably depends on how it's cooked. Seal shimi. Seal is incredibly fishy. I can believe that, actually. And I'm not a big fan of seafood. Reveal for the seal. There's no hole in the seal. No holes. Seal is a red meat, but incredibly fish-like in their diet. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. And I'm not really a fan of seafood, so yeah, Seal, I might not enjoy too much. There are no holes in my seal. Freaky weirdos. Goddamn perverts. It's my favorite food. I don't know. I just like eating cows. Pit bulls. I mean, I'm not really a fan of dogs. I don't really much like dogs. And pit bulls, I don't like pit bulls. I don't find pit bulls particularly cute. Used to be vegan. I hated my life when I was plant based. Yeah, cats are better. I do love cats. Mine goes in the U.S. Navy, and he was a monster. Live unboxing at the seal. It's not in it's not in the box. Hey, Cornelius. Sister seems to think you don't know anything about playing hockey, so you don't know anything about NHL. I say she's wrong. Do you support my side or do you support genocide? I do not. Well, I don't support genocide. I will say I don't know a whole lot about hockey. It's been a long time since I had any interest in hockey, so I don't really know that much about it. I don't like pit bulls, but my newborn's been begging for one. I mean, big dogs are just scary. Like they can literally snap and rip my face off at any time. At least if the cats attack, they just scratch you up real bad. Yeah. They still haven't won, and the Senators aren't any better. Fair enough. I mean, as someone who used to be a Habs fan, the Leafs still haven't won does make me feel good. Jordan, the reason for that is one of those things gets talked about a whole lot more in here. Did I vote for Trudeau? No. I voted NDP. Seal is a little spoon. Bears are frightening. Yep. No caramello. I don't do tea. Uncle's a diehard Habs fan. At least they have a promising shot at the cup. Yeah, I mean, my impression is that the Canadians always have a good shot at the playoffs, never a serious shot at the cup. Like they'll never actually win again. They'll never actually win the cup again. Any recommendations for where to bury a body? Depends on where you live. Kind of lesbian, would you consider your future self put lipstick? Disaster? Never been a gambler now. You live in Cornwall? Throw them in the St. Lawrence. Yes, that is a slur. Too soon? Heard someone say it. I mean, if they're talking about like dams over in the Netherlands, then that's something different. Nice try, Cornelius. Nice reading Cornwall. I mean, it's still boring, yeah. How many bodies in that empty closet of yours? I'm not saying. That's on Trump. He's terrible. It's my thought on Trump is he's terrible. In every way conceivable. People soup. Time you start working? 9. Ooh. Don't like getting up that early. Trump is a horrible little shit weasel. Who's a politician you do like? Yeah, not many. I'm not really a. I don't really tend to be a fan of politicians. Trump, for sure. Thoughts on Bill C-11? I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as the conservatives have made it out to be. But I do think it is. I do think that sort of elements of it are probably a mistake. I will never run for office. Listen to you while I scrub the toilets. Fitting. Sorry, honey bunny. It's probably because I wasn't in the same country. Are you gonna have the runs during office hours? I just found my iced coffee that I lost for 3 hours. It still has ice. Wow. Well, appreciate my honest opinion on all things concerning Canadian law. Yeah. At least that. I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't read up on Bill C-11 as much as I probably should have. There's a lot of aspects of it that just sort of like kind of went over my head. I'm not smart enough to fully understand certain aspects of it. The impression I got, though, is that it is possibly misunderstanding how the internet works in certain ways. Yeah, like it's sort of designed to try to push sites like YouTube and Netflix. It's designed to sort of push certain sort of online online places to promote Canadian content. which I don't know, like is there a way to force YouTube to pay, like, to push more Canadian content? Like, that doesn't, I don't know, that doesn't seem feasible somehow. Thoughts on airplane porn? Like, photos of planes fucking? Just a library job in my area working with archives. Nice, nice. Shave my hand left? No. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just, I'm not sure how that aspect of it actually would actually work. Like, I'm not sure if it would actually do, like, if it actually, yeah, if it would actually work. Check my glass of water in life. Sure. Just saw a job opening at my Taco Bell working with chives. Power of government-driven algorithms was in the hands of conservatives. The bill that seems overbearing. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not a fan of the bill. I think that it is kind of a mistake. I don't think it's government tyranny, censorship. They're gonna take their algorithms. They're gonna control your algorithms. You're not gonna be able to watch these videos anymore. You won't be able to watch this stuff anymore. It's not gonna be that shit. You know, like, those people are just like, the conservative fear mongering about it is just, honestly, feels like absolute nonsensical bullshit. To the point that, like, counterproductive, almost like just fear mongering to the point where it's like you can't believe, where like it becomes impossible to believe what the conservatives are actually saying. It feels like their opposition would be more effective if they kept their criticism more realistic. Aspect of control, I don't want that any side of the out to control. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be all that much control going on. Like, I don't think there's going to be any widespread conservative censorship. I don't think there's going to be, like, the government sort of telling people what they can and can't watch. Like that, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's actually a part of it. I just think that it's probably kind of a shitty. I just think it's kind of like, I think it's probably just going to be ultimately ineffective at what it's trying to do, at what it is trying to do. Because, like, YouTube is not CTV. Netflix is not the comedy channel. You know? Comic Brook! Hey, Comic Brook. Resurrected from your rabies? Polyethra? He seems like just awful. He just seems kind of shitty. How much is the MVP paying you to talk with him? Nothing. The MVP that. Hey, Rebecca. Doesn't the NDP support the bill? And I've been saying that the bill sucks. Anyway, I gotta refill my water. I'll be back in a minute. I also have to pee, so I'll be back in another minute. All right, now I'm back. You're gross, Natalie. I washed my hands, Rebecca. At least, rinsed them. Hint up. I don't remember the name of the brand. They're like big bottles that I get and then fill a soap dispenser with. So it is like the liquid. Yeah, I don't know about Stalin-esque, Ellen. Here's my thoughts on it, on Bill C-11. I don't know how what they're doing is different than the CRTC regulating NBC. I think that's sort of what it feels like to me. How is them trying to regulate YouTube's how is them sort of requiring that YouTube promote Canadian content? How is that different from if they were trying to force NBC to promote Canadian content and to pay into those sorts of those funds and all that shit? It's like I just don't quite get that. Wrist reveal. YouTube regulates. I mean, I wouldn't go quite that far, Mix. Hey, sir. But no, it's like because here in Canada, the CRTC, it's sort of like the American version of the FCC. Um, East is East. Never watched it, BB. So, but one big difference is Canada needs. Canada doesn't have this quite the same entertainment infrastructure that the US does. So what happens is under Canadian law, all Canadian media platforms, all Canadian media platforms require a certain amount of Canada-produced content on it. Thoughts on the color red? I like it. A lot of it ends up being kind of cheap and shitty. So, like, as an example, the Comedy Network, which is which was sort of like the Canadian answer to Comedy Central, the Comedy Network. I don't know if it still does. I imagine it probably still does. Shows, 2 hours a night, plus like 2 in the morning, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. It'll have like 6 hours a day of just for laughs marathons. It'll have like 6 hours a day of just for laughs, which is like a Canadian comedy festival. Cheap. It was cheap to do. So they just tons and tons of just for laughs every goddamn day. It's just several blocks of hey, Killface. All right, good night, Killface. Yeah, so they'll just play just for laughs over and over. Or Corner Gas would get lots of Corner Gas marathons on several channels. Yeah, it's like Second City, SCTV. Yeah, SCTV was. It didn't get the same like blocks, but SCTV I think was like they play a rerun of SCTV every day. Yeah, I think like as I recall, SCTV they every day there'd be a half hour like they'd show an episode of SCTV and Kids in the Hall was fairly common. Yeah, so Canadian channels they would find some sort of cheap, cheaply made Canadian content that they could just do that they could just air constantly to fill up the however much airtime they needed to fill with Canadian content. So yeah, so in Canada, like they need to like Canadian channels need to air a certain amount of content, a certain amount of Canadian produced content. They are the Canadian government is currently debating a bill that would extend that to online media platforms. Diagnosed with terminal ligma. I only know of one. I only know of one treatment. Or do I send a letter to your parliament about this? I mean, you're not Canadian. If you're not Canadian, then you don't. Yeah, you don't get to have vids they should rethink promoting. So yeah, it's like I just SCTV was our second city, or SNL. Yeah, SCTV was the Canadian version of SNL. Well, that's basically that is exactly what it was. It was Canada's answer to SNL. One of my thoughts on Jewish people: they're neat. Jordan, he said he can give himself the old gluck gluck today. No, and SCTV. CCTV is different. No, SCTV. Second City is just an improv troupe. Red Green. I loved Red Green as a kid. Absolutely, I loved that show when I was a kid. That is another show that still gets regular rotation on a couple of Canadian channels. Yeah, I still refer to duct tape as the handyman's secret weapon. Not that I have much purpose to refer to duct tape, but on the rare occasion where I reference duct tape, I will call it the secret man or the handyman's secret weapon. I used to play Rick Green on PBS here in the States. Yeah, I can imagine. It seems like a show that would have been a good fit for PBS. Ninety Day Fiance. You. So that's a verb now. See some hot warships. Accurate Candy Cut, Carrie Myers, and some more. Yeah. Yep, Canada does produce a lot of comedians per capita. Where's Jenna? She was here earlier. I'd rather not, Honey Bunny. Almost like Canada has a robust media industry. We try. Manitoba is definitely fictitious. I've never been there. I've never seen it. I've never been there. It has to have a good sense of humor to get through the winter months. You would think so. Oh, Jenna making sloppy joes. Dump the water in the seal. No. Barbecue chicken. What barbecue chicken situation? Vancouver, BC is the Hollywood of Canada. In that it's where everything is filmed. Vancouver and Toronto. Everything is filmed in those two cities. Want to see more video game developments in Canada? I mean, we got a couple. Michael Cera's Canadian. Yep, and he's great. Speaking of Michael Cera, the original cast of Scott Pilgrim is reuniting for an anime adaptation. Degrassi was filmed in Toronto. Yeah, so Brian Lee O'Malley, the creator of the Scott Pilgrim comics, yeah, so there's going to be an animated adaptation of Scott Pilgrim, and they are getting together, like they bring back the entire original voice cast. It's really cool. Schindler's List. I watched it in a high school history class. Isn't Michael Cera like 60 years old? Maybe, but he still looks 20. Actually, fuck that. He still looks 16. Michael Cera very well might be 60, but he looks 16. 63 now. And he still looks like a fucking child. Reacted native. He looks so young. Hey, Frogger. Yeah, he was. Yeah, when O'Malley announced the animated. Hey, Lady Di. 34. Yeah, when after the animated adaptation of Scott Pilgrim was announced, O'Malley mentioned that it would be animated because all the Toronto landmarks from the original story are gone now. Like all the landmarks from the Scott Pilgrim comics, they're gone. Hey, Brugger. Most of them are still around in time for the movie, but yeah, not anymore. Hey, great fart. It's kind of sad. What color is an orange? Orangey. Is Canada a third world country? No. Because third world country refers to countries that were not aligned with capitalist US or communist Soviet Union. Like that's what a third world country was. It was one that was not aligned with either the US or Soviet Union. We were aligned with the US. Original home and its garage is still here in the Beaches neighborhood. Cool, cool. In Lee's Palace, the venue is still rocking till today. Cool, cool. Yep. Had political. A lot of stuff had political implications. The hot tub? No. You're eating soup? Cool, cool. Hope you like your soup. You would love to see the hot tub? Well, that's just too freaking bad. What is Cuba? I mean, it was associated with Soviet Union. Big gay theater boy energy as an adult was one was too shy in high school years. I'm not showing the hot tub. Just accept that the hot tub's not getting shown. They start evaluating the other jacket in the hot tub. No, Vex. And I can't even show the hot tub from where I'm sitting right now. I wouldn't be able to get the camera far enough around the corner to show the hot tub. Shocking how much music and film talent comes out of Ontario, let alone Toronto. Toronto is definitely sort of one of the big cultural capitals of Canada. Great Fart 420. Thank you for the super chat. Hot tub, hot tub. Thank you very much, Great Fart 420. YouTube wants me to celebrate the first super chat you sent me. It's the first time I've ever had YouTube be like, celebrate the first super chat from such and such. So YouTube very much appreciates you sending me a super chat. YouTube is very excited by that. Like I said, I can't stretch the camera far enough to show the hot tub, so just take it a cut. There is that. Am I planning to use the hot tub? No. Make back to soup? No. Hey, West Coast lass. It's the word goblin actually in Semitic. As far as I know, there's nothing anti-Semitic about the word. Or even necessarily the concept of goblins. It's just, there's a long history of anti-Semitic caricatures depicting Jews as looking like goblins. So, I mean, there's some of the best armored combat vehicles are also from... Really? Any politician have used their manufacturing as background recently? Blame West Coast this time, Comic Book. What is like goblins or another word for imp or demon like orcs? Maybe. I don't know. I've never really looked up. Honestly, I've never really looked up the looked up that stuff. Small, grotesque, monstrous creature appears in the folklore of multiple European cultures. Often have magical abilities similar to a fairy or demon. Yeah, I mean, in some places, yeah, goblins are just sort of a stand-in blanket term for various mischievous spirits. And then obviously Tolkien sort of gave the modern definition, like sort of defined modern ideas of goblins. lizard people are awesome alien tropes. Always had more anti-Semitic vibes from serpent men or lizard people. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Oh, who's that guy who's. What's the name of that dude who thinks that every notable person, like that every politician is a lizard person? What's the name of that lizard person conspiracy theorist weirdo? Feral. I mean, probably NDP fruitcake. David Icke, yes. David Icke. Thank you, Max. Yeah, David Icke. He is virulently anti-Semitic. So I've never watched Hellsing. No, Godzilla. Like a lot of his, lizard person conspiracy theories tied up with, you know, Zionism and blood libel and all sorts of other stupid shit. Arthur, I never watched Arthur. My thoughts on Qualiaga? I'm not a fan. Don't like him. Sometimes you accidentally mute me and you don't even notice. Then you're like, wow, it feels so peaceful. It feels so peaceful right now. Bill Nye. I watched a couple episodes of Bill Nye. I didn't watch much Bill Nye. I should have watched more Bill Nye as a kid, but I didn't really. I don't know. I didn't really catch much of it. How did I learn science? In school. In school, and occasionally, like, you know, seeing random factoids on the internet. But I don't know a lot about science. I don't know. I'm not very good at science. I don't know much about science. So that might be why. Yeah, the fact that I didn't watch Bill Nye, that might be why I am not good at science. What science do I know? The science of love. Wink, finger guns. What was my favorite show as a kid? X-Men the animated series. Not even gonna pretend. X-Men the animated series, I think, was almost certainly like had to have been my favorite show from when I was a kid. I was baby formed. Baby is formed when I bang your mom. Okay. Um, hey, Jenny. I too late learned things in school that I later forgot. I forgot so much in school. I forgot so much. My Nixie's dad. I might be. His mom calls me daddy. I'm joking. I'm kidding. You ever entertained firearm ownership? Not particularly. Marksmanship? Nah, not really. No, I haven't. Much do we learn in school that really matters? It, it appears to be an ace of spades. I know that. That was amazing. Lizzo and Jack Black in the Star Wars universe. Yeah, like how much you learn in school. Like, I mean, like math class. I would say that for 80% of students, like I feel like 80% of students won't use anything they learned in math class as soon as they're out of school. Especially, they carry calculators. People carry calculators, so figuring out basic math, they don't even. People don't even need to know 2 plus 2 anymore. You know, even 2 plus 2 is one of those things where it's like, people don't even need to know that much math anymore. Um, yeah, like 80% of people will never use math that's more complicated than figuring out a tip. Math is how those phones were invented. Yeah, and like I said, 20% of calculus professor wouldn't let us use a calculator, which is silly because 30 years ago, even tips are on receipts now. Yeah, like 30 years ago, it was it was okay to make the argument like you're probably not gonna have a calculator in your pocket in everyday life, so you should figure out how to do this stuff uh, for real. But people do have calculators in their pockets now. Like we have calculating. There's no longer a reason, I feel like, to not let kids use calculators in class because yes, they absolutely will uh, have a calculator in their pocket. Wish I could math. Yeah, so do I. I wish I was better at math. Easier doing arithmetic in my head rather than pulling out my phone. And for some people, and I mean, yeah, for some people, yeah, it is quicker. I mean, it depends on the arithmetic. Yeah, for some, for some stuff, yeah, it is quicker and easier to just do it in your head. Friend is a pilot, and he said the biggest lie teachers told you is that you won't make a living staring out a window. I absolutely support math syrup. Math is amazing. I don't understand a fucking bit of it, but it's amazing. As a pilot, math is always instilled in our curriculum and licensing. Yep. But apart from simple math, it doesn't come up much. And again, like I think again, like a lot of it, I imagine a lot of the stuff is just systems now figure out a lot of it. Kids need to be exposed to and encouraged. Yeah, absolutely, definitely, definitely encourage people to go into STEM. Hey, Lisa. I'm just saying, like, yeah, got a STEM ad on my book review. Nice. That's some calculus. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I'm just saying, like, as a working in customer service, math. I've never needed math more complicated than plus and minus. I like the I've never needed math more complicated than plus, minus, times, divided by. Like I've never needed any sort of complicated math. Anyways, not sure how I'm feeling about it yet. It's still too early to tell. I have never needed to know what the hell a parabola is. You know? The difference between a right triangle, yeah, they're like a hypotenuse. I don't know. We need to know what a hypotenuse is. Thanks, Lisa. I hope so too. Who are my favorite comics or comedic actors? Um, I don't know. I mean, for comedians, loved Mitch Hedberg. What's a hippopotamus? A killer. Hippopotami are fucking vicious. Those things are vicious. John Candy, loved John Candy back in the day. Um, Farley, Chris Farley, loved him back in the day. Used to really like David Spade, the stuff that he did. Didn't really watch any of his Spade stand up. I never watched any of his David Spade stand up, but I liked a lot of the comedy that he did. Kids in the Hall, I grew up on. Early 90s Saturday Night Live, I grew up on. As far as like stand up comedy, there's not a whole lot that I really, not really a whole lot of comedians that I really know very well. I think John Pinette, Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright's good. I like Stephen Wright. I think the guy's name is John Pinette. Name all the kids in the hall. David Spade, Scott Thompson, Bruce McKellar, Kevin. Oh shit! How am I forgetting Kevin's last name? And somehow I always remember sometimes I always forget the last guy's name as well. McDonald, yeah, Kevin McDonald. And I always forget the fifth guy's name. Dave Foley. Dave Foley, I meant. I mentioned Spade earlier, so yeah, Dave Foley. Mark McKinney. Norm MacDonald. I liked him on Weekend Update back in the day. Yeah, Mark McKinney. Matt Foley, yeah. Matt Foley, motivational speaker. Yeah. Everyone is living in their van down by the river. Black Sheep and Tommy Boy. Yeah, loved Black Sheep and Tommy Boy. Did you have hall monitors? No, I didn't have hall monitors in my school. Who are some other comedians? Somebody mentioned that they did see John Pinette. Yeah, I've seen bits of Pinette's stand up. Like probably from Just for Laughs, but I think I might have seen like a longer of his stand up as well. But I think mostly Just for Laughs was where I'm familiar with John Pinette. He was hilarious. Like he was so good. I still sometimes think about his Around the World in 80 Buffets. I think like that. He should have done that. Like he should have written that book. There was another odd one yet. Bob Saget. Not really familiar with his stand-up, honestly. Greg Giraldo was another one that I liked. Weird Al. Not really. I'm not really a fan of Weird Al. The issue is I'm like more often than not, if I have music playing, it's as often as not, it's just going to be sort of background stuff. I have seen the Nay Nay, and I'm still hungry. I have seen those ones, Ellen. Yeah, he was good. But yeah, so like a lot of times, like whenever I've got music playing, um, it's just sort of background noise for me. So parody music doesn't really work for that somehow, unless I'm just yeah. He was always good on the Comedy Central roasts, and his own stand up was really good too. Thoughts on instrumentals? I don't listen to a lot of instrumental music. Daniel Tosh. Chantal and I did like I used to watch Tosh.0 with Chantal, and I enjoyed watching with her. And then we sort of fell like sort of stopped watching it, and I don't miss it. So like it's one of those things where it's like I'm amused enough while I'm watching it, but I feel not I don't miss it in the slightest when I'm not watching it. And there's something about him, and there is something about Tosh that like Anthony Jeselnik. I'm like, yeah, I saw him at one of the roasts, and he was good at that one roast that he was at. I don't know, just yeah, I like vocals. I enjoy vocals. Like I like good vocals, good singing. Not necessarily good singing, but like I like I like I don't know, good. I like singing. I like people who sing. Something about the Thor Dark World theme and song in traffic. I do not sing in the shower now. Team Haley or Team Selena? I don't pick sides. I stay out of it because I don't follow celebrity news. I don't pay attention, so I don't know. Can I sing "Sacrifice" by The Weeknd? Do I look like my head is shaved? Don't answer that. Do I look like Chantel? No. So I'm not singing The Weeknd. On a side note, I do like calling him The Weeknd. It amuses me to pronounce things literally. I found myself trapped in 60 Soul, Aretha Franklin and Etta James. Not anyone I marry. Like I don't really listen to them, but Bang, Mary, Kill, The Weeknd, Post Malone, or Sting. I mean, you gotta bang Sting, right? That whole tantric shit, right? Billie Holiday, Nina Simone, or Joan Baez. Marry all three. I have not syrup. Thoughts on the Eiffel Tower? I don't get the appeal. Like I don't get the appeal of the Eiffel Tower. Who was that guy who ate lunch at the Eiffel Tower every day, and when asked why, said that it's so he didn't have to look at it. Guy de Maupassant. Maupassant. Yeah. Yeah, there was a writer, Guy de Maupassant, who said that he ate at the Eiffel Tower's lunch every day because it's the only place in Paris where he could sit and not see it, which is pretty good burn on it. But also, yeah, that's sort of my view on the Eiffel Tower. I don't get it. Have I seen it? No, I mean only in photos. I've only seen it in photos. I've never seen it like in real life. I've never been to Paris, but like I look at the photos and I just do not understand the appeal. Mix. Bang, Mary, kill, Natalie, Jenna, or Brooke. I declined to answer. When was my last visit? When was my last visit? It was a few months ago, wasn't it? Was it December? Achievement of man reaching great heights. Any opinion on Lauren Michaels? I mean, I feel like I've read some pretty critical stuff about Lauren Michaels, like as a person and like as a producer. Like obviously, the man's been responsible for some pretty big successes. Lauren Michaels? He made Saturday Night Live. Like he was the guy who produced Saturday Night Live at the start. And I think Kids in the Hall as well. Yeah, he created Saturday Night Live and Kids in the Hall. Or he didn't create Kids in the Hall, but he did produce it for a while, for most of its run. Um, he's producer on Late Night and so yeah. 98 primetime Emmy nominations. So like yeah, dude's been pretty fucking successful. Okay. Oh, good night, Mix. Oh, and good night, Natalie. Would you like to go up into the arch? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. So yeah, like Lauren Michaels has definitely had a very successful career. And just glancing at his Wikipedia article, it doesn't seem like there's actually that much controversy around him. But I feel like I might have heard some controversy around him. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. Might be time for me to leave too, actually. Come to think of it. Been about 2 hours. Big blue pickup truck covered in Sonic stickers. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, Frida? Speed grapher. Because, I mean, you know, I'm down with a truck covered in Sonic the Hedgehog stickers. I don't want to hate on successful people, Julia. Do you think it's okay to fall in love with objects? I mean, check out the I avoided any major spoilers, Josie. If you mean my book review, Sonic the Drive-Thru. Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it an evening. So I'll see you another day. Do you think it's okay to have intercourse with the car, like with the exhaust? I mean, tuck you in, honey bunny. I would, but I'm pretty sure we're in different countries, so complicates things. Just you know what? Here's honey bunny. If you want me to tuck you in, here's what you go in. You get into bed, pull up the covers, and just put on one of my videos, and that'll be me tucking you in. Anyways, so I'll be back another time, either tomorrow or Friday. Might be here tomorrow, might not. We'll find out together. Yeah. Good night.